channel. We are just about off on our way to Blenheim horse trials today. I'm there today with British Eventing as an ambassador, and today I'm holding a meetup at 3 p.m. at their BE Pavilion. Always love these meetups. I love meeting you guys, so I'm really excited for that, and also really excited to watch some of the cross country today. We have some really big names going, such as the badminton winner Piggy French. And then tomorrow I'm there with my sponsors, Dodson Horrell. I'm going to be going behind the scenes a bit and maybe interviewing some of you guys about your experience in the Aventus Challenge. I was meant to be competing in the Aventus Challenge, but obviously Prince has now sold. If you have seen my Instagram, you know he's sold. So I don't have a horse to do it on, but I'm still going to watch and support and just have a lovely weekend with Mum. I've been looking forward to this for a really long time. I've never been to Blenheim at all, not to compete or to watch. So I'm hoping it's going to be a really good weekend. So I thought I would bring you guys with me as I vlog it. I really hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you when we're almost there. We are only about 15 minutes away now. We've seen lots of signs. When we get there, I think we're going to head straight to the BE Pavilion just to see what it's like down there, and then we're going to head out and watch some cross country before the meetup at 3 p.m. Hopefully today we can just have quite a chill day, and then tomorrow obviously is the Aventus Challenge. So I'm going to go watch that and then do some stuff for Dodson Horrell. So I'll see you guys when we get there. We're here. Little Dodson Horrell mascot coming with us, as always. Look how cool it is. We've just arrived. Say hi, Mum. We're just heading to the main event at the moment. We need to find it first. We've just made our way to the start and finish area. About to start, you can see over there. So that's the first fence, and then here's the second. Here we are at the start.
And away from the start, nice then with Nicky Wilson, right accommodation team together since two.
It's so pretty. Look at that over there. Excited for some shopping, Mum?
Towards the road bar with the fence 13, combination A and B, goes over the A, gets 40. Arms above, gets the side, clear. Just down there, great to see so many of you here supporting.
Currently just chilling in the shade away from the heat for a bit. It's quite a hot day for the end of September. The cross country is about to finish now, and then I think it's about half an hour to the meetup. We've had some food and watched a lot of cross country. We saw Pippa Funnell, Zara Tindall, Piggy French. It's always really inspiring at these events to see the top riders go around these huge courses. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm going to let you guys in so you can get pictures and stuff and say hi properly, otherwise it might be a bit strange out here. So you can all come in and just get a picture here, and then if you've got, have you been given running orders, some of you? I can sign those if you guys want, and then you can just, I guess you can go back through that way to get out, or come out this way, whatever. But yeah, thanks for coming everybody. Oh, you have a good day? Oh, nice to meet you. Here you go. We're just at the meetup now. I'm here with 3 of the followers, so what's your guys' names?
Hi, my name's Imi.
I'm Isla.
I'm Freya.
Well, it's lovely to meet you guys. Guys, can you wave, some of you at the front? Hiya. What's your dog name? What's your name? Sorry, I went for your dog first. Nice to meet you, Alice. Right, should we get a picture? So I'm here with one of my followers, Hallie, and she's got a message for her friends who are going to watch this.
I met Pony Nuts.
I'm here with
Freya Johnson.
And Freya got her hat from the Dodson Horrell stand. She's looking very smart.
Thank you.
Just met these 2 lovely girls. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Daisy. I'm Erin.
Oh, it's nice to meet you guys. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We're just currently doing some shopping. I went to Fine at Equine and they very kindly gave me a saddle cover. I already have their stirrup covers, which are lovely, and it's great to be able to like complete my little saddle collection with their saddle cover. We're just getting some grilled halloumi and then we're going to head to the hotel which Dodson Horrell have very kindly arranged for us. The meetup went really well. I was so lovely to see you guys as always. It's always so much fun, and actually a lot of people turn out a lot more than I thought turn up. I was kind of stressing about no one being there because it was the end of the day and like the end of the cross country, and I thought people would go home. It was actually really nice. I was about to say maybe 40-ish people there in the end, so it was really lovely, and of course great to meet you guys in person. So thank you if you came along to that. And if you feature in this video, then thanks for being in my vlog. It's also been nice that I see a lot of you guys like when I'm walking around doing shopping if you missed the meetup. So yeah, little like PSA I guess, if you see me walking around then feel absolutely free to come up and say hi, because I can guarantee you I'm probably more nervous than you are. Don't feel worried about saying hi because it's always so nice to meet you. But yeah, we're about to have our grilled halloumi. How excited are we for grilled halloumi, Mum? The course is all set for tomorrow's Adventure Challenge. This is the 100 here, and then in the distance is the 90. Oh, I wish I was here with Prince. We're just on our way to the hotel now. We are both very tired and ready to get a good night's sleep. Luckily the hotel isn't very far at all and only about 10 minutes away. So then probably we're gonna go straight to bed after that. So I'll see you guys when we're at the hotel. Wow. Hey guys, it's the next day and we are back on the road on our way back to Blenheim. We had a good night's sleep, the hotel was lovely, and I'm really excited for a day of Adventure Challenge. So I think when we get there we're going to have some breakfast because we thought we might as well eat when we're there, so we're just all settled. And then I'm going to head to the Adventures Challenge and maybe do a course walk of it and start interviewing some of you guys from my Instagram to get your opinions on the course and find out if you've been there before. I think it'll be nice to see from the competitors' eyes what they're thinking of this year's Events Challenge. Since it's sponsored by D&H, I'm also going to go and see what the competitors get as like a starting prize almost. They get a goodie bag, so I'm going to have a look and see what's in there. And hopefully it's just going to be a really fun day, and I'm really looking forward to hoping meeting some of you guys as well again. I know some of you were just here for today because you're just in the Events Challenge, so hopefully I can see some of you. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we get there. Everyone's now warming up for the Adventure Challenge. So the Adventure Challenge is a course of show jumps followed by a course of cross-country jumps, and the aim is to get to as close to the optimum time as possible, and that's the winner, whoever gets as close as possible without fault. There's also a winner for style, so the whole round is judged on style, and that's like a separate winner. I'm here with one of the competitors in the Dodson Horrell 90 Event Challenge, so can you introduce yourself?
I'm Abby Hayden and this is my pony Jack. His show name is Kid Up Times Square.
So is this your first time competing here?
Yeah.
How did you find the course was?
Yeah, it was quite twisty and because of the ground it was quite slippy, but it was set out really nice and the jumps were nice.
Well done on your great round. It was lovely to meet you. Thanks for featuring me in my video. So now I'm here with a competitor who was in the B100 section of the Dodson Horrell Adventure Challenge. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Charlotte Cutler. I'm a 20-year-old from Suffolk. Very fortunately got the ride on Pearl, who's just been an absolute dream, owned by Janie Barbier. And competing at hundreds currently, looking just qualified for badminton, grassroots, 2020, so looking to do first couple of novices, and yeah, good luck with the 2020 season.
So have you ever been at Blenheim before?
Yes, so in 2015 we came here with a previous horse of mine to do the Pony Club Challenge, and when we were there it was a much bigger arena, so coming here today was quite a shock when it's something quite condensed and quite tricky.
Yeah. So what was your opinion on this year's course then?
I personally really liked it. For her it was a perfect kind of course, quite twisty. She's so nippy and good in her feet. She's not a particularly quick pony. I mean, we ended up with 2 time clocks, it was a shame. But yeah, no, it was a really good course for her.
Yeah.
Felt.
Is there anything you did to prepare for coming for here?
So I did put into a normal routine. I started doing a bit more canter work, but changing them up a little bit. So going left, going right, changing her around, so getting her changing nice and quick and sharp. And also pole work, lots of pole work, just so the head ends aren't a problem, but actually the turning is there.
Well, sounds like you did really well, so thanks so much for doing this little interview with me.
That's
and good luck at Badminton Grassroots.
Thank you.
I'm currently just walking the BE 100 course for the Adventure Challenge, just to get an insight into what I would have been doing with Print, and also to have a closer look at what the competitors are doing. This is the Joker fence, and it's at 110. It's the final fence on the course. So once they've done the cross-country phase, they then come around to the Joker, which is downhill, and have to collect for the big 110 upright. This is quite difficult for them, as obviously after the cross-country phase they've opened out a lot, which means this occasionally comes down and causes for quite tough competition. Here we have 14 and 15, and the fact it's not AB means the riders can do a circle, so they're jumping very strong to 14. They can recover before coming to 15. It's really interesting getting a closer look at the course and seeing how I would adapt my riding to suit it. This is another one of those lines, and it means again they can do a circle to collect after number 11 to get to number 12. Go just walking the number of strides. So I counted 8 of my strides there, which means it's a 1-strided double for me. 2 strides to take off, 2 strides for landing, and 4 strides per one horse's stride. So for me, if I was riding that, I would probably have to kick on quite a lot or hold for 2 strides in there, because it's up a hill, as you can see there, and it would have been quite difficult for me on Prince to get the 1. So depending on how he was feeling on the slippy ground, since it's quite slippy, I might have adapted the way I rode. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody goes for the 2 strides in there. I've just finished walking the course, and one thing I say about it is it's definitely very twisty, and because the ground's quite slippy, it's been raining overnight, it's going to make it quite difficult to make all the turns, especially if you're trying to cut the time. I'm looking forward to watching how people cope with this, and if they go for the tight turns or just stick to the outer, longer routes to try and avoid the slippy ground. It's interesting for me. I'm not sure what I would do. It probably depends on how my pony felt at the time. Really well designed course that will really test the rider's skills and the horse's agility. I'm currently just at the cross country again, watching some of the 8 and 9-year-olds cross country. I'm at the big kind of burly style fence, you can see there, waiting for the next rider to come.
On in the course, towards the straight stand. Really nice. You have a tap still. There, underway. And maybe both hands trying to stand around. Right, will be the Blenheim pallet deep on. Swinging out wide towards the straight stand. Over that. Nearly set rails in.
So cool that there's course walks on offer for the big classes as well as the Adventure Challenge, so if you can get an insight into what the professionals will be looking at when they walk their courses.
Right there, a little more. Taking the right hand, then back into the left, through the rails, and in your head, on the way out. Constantly ready through there, making it happen. That final combination, swiftly through there, and on to the last. Taking jump.
So I'm here with another competitor in the B90 Dodson Royal Adventure Challenge. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Chloe Doug. I'm an event rider from Dorset. This is Shami. He's an 8-year-old Duncan American and I produced him a 5-year-old. The course I thought was quite challenging for him, the show jumping, and the last fence I thought would be difficult than the fence, but he flew around. And then the show jumping practice was okay, that's his weak phase. But I think I had around when
Had never been here before, is this your
first time here.
What's your opinion on it all then? How do you like the atmosphere?
Nervous and it's quite a lot to take
Yeah,
in.
there's energy, isn't there, all around in anticipation.
Yeah.
Well done, your round was absolutely lovely. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
It has just started raining, so everyone is currently sheltering from the rain, but it's doing nothing to dampen the spirits and everyone is still competing. We currently have only a few left in this section of the 100 Eventers Challenge. I'm now going to go visit D&H Stan. It's been a really good day so far, seeing lots of my friends and also you guys from Instagram. I wish I was here competing, but hopefully next year I can come back. I'm at the Dogs and Horror stand now with Charlotte. Charlotte came out to see us and help us with nutritional advice for our horses and ponies. So Charlotte, can you tell us a bit about Dogs and Horror?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a nutritionist for Dawson and Hall. Our job is to make sure that your horse is performing its best and it's as healthy as possible by tailoring their kind of nutrition and the products you're feeding to them. Every single horse has different requirements, so it's really important that we tailor it per horse. So here at Dawson and Hall we have a nutritional helpline, so if you ever need any help with anything, just give us a call, you can drop us an email or go on our live chat and the help is always there when you need it.
Perfect. So as Charlotte said, every horse is different, so make sure you tailor your horses to your feeds. So thank you very much.
No problem.
I'm here with Piggy French and Piggy's being competing today. So could you tell us about the course today? What was your opinion on it?
Well, it was a tough course, to be honest, but I had two amazing rounds on a horse called Brookfield Innocent and Castletown Clover. It was both of their first attempts at this level with me, so I was hoping they would go well, but you still never know, it's still unknown territory, and they were just superb and have come out of it well, so fingers crossed for the jumping today.
What was one bit of advice you'd give to your younger self?
Oh gosh. The advice I'd give to myself, probably I'd do the same thing all over again. I've had some good times, I've had some bad times, but I think you have to learn from the bad to make the good even better. You've got to go into it prepared. It is seriously hard work. You've got to do it for the love of it, and that's what I try to keep doing now while I'm riding, is I have to remember that I do it because I love my job and I love riding horses, and hopefully that comes through in the end and you get some success with it.
It's not always about the success, it's just about having fun and enjoying it,
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely.
Is there anything funny you can tell us about any of your horses? They do any funny things?
Brookfield Innocent, he's called Arthur, and he's really, really spooky. So yesterday on the cross country, he jumped the jumps well, but in between the jumps he was darting all over the course on the track, so which was quite amusing to somebody watching. But he's still very fast, so we can get away with that. I've got a horse called Calling Card here who sleeps all day, and you can hear him snoring from about 4 stations away. And you think, what is that? It must be a dinosaur or something in there, but he's actually a very sweet, pretty little horse, but he makes a big, ugly noise. And Castletown Clover is a lovely old horse. He's like my pet. I can't actually say anything bad about him. He's always just got a cute little smile on his face, and he's one of my favourites. So there's nothing particularly amusing about him, but he's just really cool.
Well, thank you very much for doing this.
That's all
Good
right.
luck in the show
That's all
jumping
right.
later.
Yeah,
We're
thank
all
you.
keeping our fingers crossed to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I'm here with another competitor from the B90 in the Dawson Horror Event Challenge. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lizzie Forbes, and I was riding my little pony Rosie, or Roo, here today. And we were in the 90 section of the Events Challenge.
So Lizzie, have you ever been to Blenheim before?
I've never been to Blenheim at all to watch or even eat or anything. We didn't know if we were really going to get here or not this year. She was off with an injury in April, so this is actually her first show back jumping.
Oh, bless her.
So in the deep end, bless her.
How did you do then?
She's good. She had one pole, completely my fault. I pushed her way too deep.
Yeah.
But she quite enjoyed it. She loved it.
So what were your initial thoughts on the course when you walked it this morning?
I thought it was good. I didn't know whether to expect it to be more like arena eventing or show jumping. I found it more show jumping than I thought it would be. I think that's a good thing because that's always eventers' shortcomings, isn't it? You know, we love the cross country. So no, I think it was good to nail down on the show jumping.
So you said she had an injury earlier on in the year. Is there anything you did to like prepare her for this?
Yeah, so my vet's been fantastic. We've been scanning her all the way along religiously. Ultrasounding, icing, full rehab plan. Just
well, thank you very much.
Well
Well done.
Thank
for
you.
Your round.
Thank you.
Cheers. It is still raining, but it has calmed down a bit now. We have just been sheltering in the rain in the Dodson Horror stand for a bit. And whilst we were there, I met Piggy French and interviewed her and drastically fangirled like an absolute idiot. So that was fun, but I did interview her, so I hope you guys like that interview. That is a big dream of mine. I'm still fangirling and still a bit starstruck. So now we're gonna have some lunch and I'm going to come down and then we're gonna go watch some more cross country maybe and some bit of show jumping if we can get there, but I'm not sure if we can get inside the show jumping arena because it's all booked up obviously because of the rain. Time to choose a head collar for a certain new horse. Which one do we choose? Since Bella's coming on Tuesday, we just bought her a new head collar. I went for like a tealy blue kind of colour. I thought she'd look really smart and it's not too bright for her. Also nice and fluffy, so she's gonna be really comfortable. Currently just queuing up to get some food.
Here we have Gracie queuing up, eating.
Right here then, let me know.
This is number 1596, Ingledine Pepper, written by Laura Simpson. And alas, no more to say about this horse.
I'm here with Jake, and Jake was part of the All-Star Academy and he also was competing in the B90 Dodson Horror Event Challenge today. So can you introduce yourself and your horse?
Yep, hi. So the most important person first, this is Troy, or Trojan Odyssey. He was on the All-Stars with me as well. He's supposed to be 16 hands, but he measures up a little bit short. 13-year-old, he's a rehab horse. He had a bit of a rough start to life and now we're out and having fun. He does a lot on social media under the name Little Bentley Eventing with me, and yeah, we're there to just have fun. Although he started to win, so we're not going to knock that.
So have you ever been to Blenheim before?
No, I've never been anywhere near it at all. It's one of those places that I've always wanted to go to, but I get so confused because you've got Badminton, Burley, Blair. They all begin with B, and it's like which one have you done, which one haven't you done? So no, we have now got Blenheim on our radar. We like it. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a nice atmosphere as well.
Yeah, really nice.
So when you found that you qualified, did you do anything to prepare for it, or did you just kind of wing it out here?
I did actually. I did a lot of checking the rules to make sure that I was supposed to be coming here because having not been a competitive person before, having just done it for fun, it was a little bit like, have we qualified? No, we haven't qualified. No, we can't be going to a championship. But when we found out that that he was coming. I've worked with a guy called Russell Cooper who does my jumping training, and he's just been working with our jumping, getting that better. And then 3 days ago, I think it was Thursday or Friday, we had the last session before we came here, and it was all corners, lines, turns. It was all about, because we'd heard that it's a twisty turny course, so we just had us working on turning and flowing, which really helped for today.
So when you first saw the course, what was your first initial thoughts on it?
I'm going to get lost. It's twisty, it's turny,
Yeah, it was really twisty. I was walking it and I was like, wait, where am I going next? It's all over the place,
I know.
really.
I'm glad I was doing the 90, not because the 100 was that much bigger, but because the 100, it was just like, I've got no idea.
It was really lovely, he looked really smart the whole way.
He was so relaxed, so nice.
He looked great. Have you got any interesting facts or quirks about him? Funny things?
Well, funny things, funny quirks. He is a quirk. That is That is what he is here. But Troy is the absolute proof that any horse can achieve anything that it wants to, and if you're prepared to give them time, you can achieve it with them. He's
You're talking about me now.
yeah. He's a bit of an attention seeker. He does know some rather interesting party tricks, which we've not got enough space in here to show you. But he likes to bring them out of the bag to try and, you know, beg for treats. But no, we're excited about seeing where he's going to go now, because he is just getting better and better and better. And that atmosphere in the ring today didn't affect him the slightest. If anything, he went better than he's ever gone before.
He looked really good in there. What are your future plans for him? Have you got anything planned?
Well, we've got one last qualifier ticket left for the regional finals for the grassroots at Badminton, so hopefully he'll be going on that. Yeah, so signed supplement sponsored competition now, and we're doing that in I think 3 weeks' time, which is later than we normally event to. But work and commitments get in the way, and then after that he'll be. I think him and me will peak out at about. Hopefully novice 2-star, but we will see. We're just going to allow him to go up the scales as he wants to.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. It's all about fun. All we want is lots and lots and lots of photos.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
So, last question. What is one piece of advice you'd give to your younger self?
One piece of advice. Don't worry about it. It happens. It goes wrong. Move on. Forget it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a show jumping course. If you jump a jump and then are concentrating on the jump you just jumped as you ride at the next one, you're going to have that down.
Yeah.
So once you've done it, learn from it and move on. Allow it to happen and enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, there was too much pressure. I took too much pressure on myself, and that was all sorts of problems. But now it's all about enjoying it, and if you enjoy it, you'll do well.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much for doing this interview.
You're quite
really
welcome.
Appreciate it.
I just interviewed Jake Tarrant from Little Bentley Eventing. He was lovely. Lovely story between him and Troy. And I've just been in the secretary's tent to look at the prizes, and now I'm just waiting to interview Shoestring Eventing, who you guys might know through Course Pictures. I'm excited to meet her because I always use her website, so it's going to be nice to put a face to a name. So I'll see you guys after that interview. I'm here with Sarah Jane, better known as Shoestring Eventing for some of you guys probably. So, Sarah Jane, can you tell us about yourself and your horse?
Yeah, I've come today. I've travelled up from Cornwall, so we've had
a long way.
5.5 hours journey on the way up.
That's a long way.
We stabled last night, luckily we put up quite locally. Fliss is an 8-year-old Irish Warmblood. I'm really chuffed with how she's going. She's done really well this year, done a few hundreds, and actually was double clear at Gatcombe last week.
Oh, that's great, well done.
So in the novice, so she's come, and this has done her the world of good. There's a lot of atmosphere, lots to look at. I've been really pleased with
it. So, have you ever been to Blenheim before? Is this your first time?
We came to Blenheim 3 years ago, and I did the riding club. 100 centimetre challenge, and I fell off in the warm-up. And then I had to stop in the ring. So it wasn't the best experience, but I love Blenheim as an event. It's lovely to be part of a big event, even if only a small part of it.
So did you have a better experience today? What happened today?
Yeah, really good experience today. Fliss was marvellous. She's one of these that go to school and the teacher's pet the whole time. And she jumped round and jumped me a lovely clear round in 1.6 seconds over the time.
So good.
So, and we were 7th, just out of the rosette.
But you still did really good. That's an amazing result. Yeah. So, Shoestring Eventing, how did you come up with the idea to start with the whole course pictures?
I helped a lot when Eventing Worldwide were up and running. Eventing Worldwide used to do course pictures, and I used to take a lot and provide them to them, and then they changed hands and didn't want to do course pictures anymore. So I thought, can I do it in my website?
Yeah.
I can, and it started off quite quietly. I mean, the first year we probably covered about a tenth of the courses going.
And that was 10.8 time penalties and the clear round.
Courses.
That's a lot. Does it take up a lot of your time?
Yeah, it's probably 8 to 10 hours a week.
Just so much time. It's a job.
It is like a job, and it's one of those, I love doing it, but it doesn't actually earn me any money.
Yeah.
So just sort of,
but
we all swear that I won't do it another year, but I will.
Yeah, we're all so grateful for it. I know whenever I'm looking for an event to go to, I always go on your website to find it, and it is for everyone up and coming in like the eventing world. If you want to find course pictures to find what event to go to, then Shoestring Eventing has most of them.
But I can't do it without everybody sending it in to me.
Yeah, so send in the pictures, get pictures and send it in.
I prefer to have 5 copies of the same course than none at all.
Yeah, it must be frustrating trying to get them all. People saying they're sending them and then not sending them.
And it's not that, sometimes I feel guilty because somebody's made this huge effort and they've sent me some course pictures and actually the third person to send it and I'm not actually going to use it.
Yeah.
And I try and sort of send these messages back. I really, really appreciate it. Not this time, but please keep sending them.
Keep sending them. Anyway, thank you very much for doing this interview. It's really appreciated.
No worries, lovely to put an end to a face.
My hair is such a mess. Look at this. Anyway, we've just sat down and are watching the main arena parade. I think we're about to watch for the British eventing pony team and the juniors and young riders. We're very tired, all of us. Our legs are hurting, but we've had a really good day and I've met lots of people, so it's been really nice. Currently just sitting in front of the 100 centimetre event challenge arena, waiting for the presentation, which should be any minute now. You can see the big sign behind me, but I just want to see the presentation, see the lap of honour and the winners, congratulate them, as obviously it's a big achievement to get here, let alone to win it. And then I think after that we're going to head home.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the defence picture. Can we do that each time? I don't mind that.
I'm here with the winner of the B90 Dodson Horrell Event Challenge. So do you want to introduce yourself and your horse?
Yeah, my name's Siobhan Murphy and this is Judith. She's a 15-year-old Thoroughbred Cross Welsh mare.
So what was your first initial thoughts on the course when you saw it?
When we walked it, there were some parts that seemed like they were quite wide. She's had quite a quiet summer, so she kind of came back from injury recently, and this is her first thing back. So we were quite low expectations, but
she
did really well. Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts when you found out you'd won it?
Over the moon. Yeah, really pleased. We kind of lost our way a couple of times on the course, which seems to have helped our climbing a little bit, which is good. But the course jumped really nicely and the ground was good and she didn't slip or anything, which is good in the rain. So yeah,
well done. That's absolutely amazing.
Thank
so
you.
I hope you have fun celebrating tonight.
Thank you.
We're just currently heading back to the car. We just watched all the presentations, so well done to all the winners. Some of them were so close to the optimum time, it was mad. Like, I think the B100 winner was like 0.16 of a second off the optimum time, which is just amazing. It's been a really fun weekend and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed seeing all the interviews. Hope you found them interesting, and yeah, a big thank you to Dodson Horrell and British Eventing for making this weekend possible. As always, Mum and I have had such a lovely time. Little girls' weekend away, surrounded by horses. Make sure you check out British Eventing and Dodson Horrell on their social medias, which are linked down below as always. Finally, a big thank you to you guys, because without you, none of this would be possible. It's always been my dream to be doing fun things like this, so just a big thank you to you all for supporting and following my journey and making days like this just something that I can actually go out and enjoy and do. That's all from me. Remember, if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.